Welcome to LifeLike. This SMP is inspired by the Life series by Grian, and many of the same concepts and rules from the Life series are going to be pulled for this series. And for this round, we're going with Last Life. During this first session, all players will be given 2 to 6 lives. If you have 3 or more lives, you're green, which means you can trap your own base but nobody else's, and you can't go after other players. If you have 2 lives, that means you're yellow. You can trap your own base and other players' bases, but you cannot intentionally go after other players. And lastly, if you have 1 life, you're red. That means you can go after anybody and you can trap anywhere. The boogeyman is also going to be in play, so 1 to 2 players at the beginning of every session will be given the role of the boogeyman. That means they have to kill one other player or they'll lose a life. With all that being said, let's get into the first session. Starting out with 4 lives is not bad at all. Honestly, that's what I need. The more, the merrier. But even though we got lucky with the amount of lives I have, I did not get lucky with my recording. I am still learning how to do everything on OBS, and I had my settings changed to where the output did not get picked up. So I have no sound from my recording. But that's fine. I'm going to try and make it work. Right when it started to get dark, I found an azalea tree and I knew that that meant there was a lush cave down below, so I immediately started digging my way down to it. I was about halfway down whenever it was time for the boogeyman to be chosen, and I was so nervous. I do not want to be the boogeyman. Thankfully, this session I was not, but at some point during the series, I'm sure I will likely end up being the boogeyman, and I truly dread that day. But as soon as I got some copper, I started smelting that because copper armor is better than nothing. So I wanted to go ahead and get that on me before I got down to the lush cave. Also, the first boogie kill happened so fast after it was announced. It was crazy. It was immediate, but I don't blame them. Get it done and get it over with. But thankfully, I also found some iron before I got down to the lush cave, so I was able to get an iron pick on my way down. I'm taking it very, very slow. I don't want a creeper to run up on me and kill me right off the bat, so I'm going to take my time, make sure I'm looking where I'm going, trying to light the whole area up, but again, being in a lush cave, that really helps. I got very lucky after shortly entering the cave and was able to find my first diamonds, and since I already had that iron pick, I was able to grab them right away. I've never played on an SMP like this. I've only ever done Forever Worlds, and the Forever World that I play on right now, I play with a group of friends, and it's a lot of fun, but I wanted to try something different, which is why I'm here trying this. I'm really excited, honestly. I'm not good at PvP. I've only ever been a builder. I really enjoy that, but I wanted something that was a little bit more challenging than building, so that's why we're here. So we're just gonna have fun with it and see where it goes. I continued down in the mines and I was able to find some more diamonds as well as the skelly spawner. So I made my way into that to grab the goodies from the chest very carefully. Once I got there though, I grabbed everything from the chest that I could. That book is an Impaling 2 book, and on this server, we can't have anything on weapons that is above a level 1 enchant. So that book, unfortunately, I had to leave it. Once I made my way into the room, I went ahead and just patched up any areas that the skeletons would spawn other than on the floor. I wanted to make a window in the corner of the room, that way I could look at the skeletons and they would just walk to me so I could kill them easily. I have a feeling that having access to these bones and arrows and bows is going to be pretty important on this server. At this time, Sidu found me and we decided to team up. We wanted to start our base in the cave and then eventually move to the surface. We both agreed it'd be a fun little challenge to terraform this lush cave. And then it's also really close to mining, so kind of best of both worlds. After the base was sorted, I headed back out into the caves to try and gather some more resources, which I got lucky. I got a few more diamonds and quite a bit of iron. Shortly after getting back to the base, these guys showed up and we were all talking about all the deaths that were happening on the server and everything that was going on the surface. Since I've been down here in the caves this whole time, that was nice to hear. But they decided that we should have a friendship ceremony, which means you give gifts apparently, which I'm all for. I gave them some arrows and some lapis, and apparently maybe we have an alliance now. Which that's good on this kind of server, I would assume. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. After saying bye to our new buddies, I was just kind of working around the base, cleaning up some stuff, and then this happened. Sidu got shot. He was right behind me, never said a word. I didn't even know there was a skeleton there. But honestly, I cannot judge because I am prone to doing the exact same thing. He had a couple of deaths this session. He had the boogie kill at the very beginning of the session, and now this, but that's okay. So fingers crossed, next session he does not lose any more lives. If he does, he's gonna be a red name, and that means alliances are kind of out the window, and I don't want to lose an alliance. With all that being said, at this point it was nearing the end of the session, and Sidu is adding some more detail blocks, and I worked on getting us some more food. Since we have that skelly spawner, that means bones, which means bone meal, so it's really easy for me to grow some potatoes for baked potatoes. And I have a feeling that everybody killed the animals at the surface, so crops are probably our best option for food right now. And thankfully, Sidu thought about making a lava farm at the beginning of the session, so we have a pretty good fuel source right in our base, so we don't have to worry about using coal so much to smelt our food. When it got to the 30-minute mark, Sidu and I decided that we were going to go mining. We both went our separate ways to go and try and find some goodies. That way we could start the next session off a little bit better than we're ending this one. I did end up getting pretty lucky with diamonds. I found a handful of them, and then I also found this zombie spawner. It's fairly close to the base. I don't know if it'll be beneficial to us, but it did have a golden apple in it, which is pretty good. Potato died again. Bless his heart. He can't catch a break, and now he's red. So with that being said, I knew I needed to get me some diamond gear. I was able to craft a diamond pick, a diamond axe, and a chest plate before the end of the session, which I desperately need. Y'all, I am not good at this game at all. I need all the help I can get. And then it happened. The first actual death of the season. Potato is no more. It's so sad. First session. Bless him. However, that does mean that is one less person in this game. So I'm just a little bit closer to winning it. Also, I don't know if any of y'all seen that, but there is a diamond above my head right now, and I did not see it whenever I was in game, but I'm seeing it now when I'm editing this video, and it's going to drive me crazy until we do the next session. But this is the end of the first session of the LifeLike SMP. I enjoyed this so much. This was so much fun. I cannot wait till next week's. I think me and Sidu's base has turned out great. It's beautiful. I think we're going to add a little bit more to it, but I think we go to the surface next session. I want to get up there. I haven't seen daylight in a while. I probably really need to go. But thanks so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.